usually get the pink drink, but lately I've been getting the passion tea with a splash of heavy cream and 1 pump of sugar-free vanilla. You can make it sweeter by adding more of the sugar-free vanilla, but I really like this because there's no caffeine and it's just not as sweet as the pink drink. I love the pink drink, but sometimes it just tastes really sweet to me. So anyway, I came home to some book mail and we are going to open it together. I am so excited. What's that, Pops? Can you open it for me? Good job. Yeah, good job. Go ahead. Poppy. I feel like Poppy is equally as excited for this. What could it be? I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Look at that lilac spine. So this is The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber, and if you watched my previous vlog, I just did a reading vlog of the first book and this book, and I was reading it on my Kindle, but I really wanted a physical copy, and oh my gosh, this is so stunning. Oh my goodness, and look at that. Oh wow, I love the velvety matte feel of this cover. And Barnes & Noble does have a special edition of these covers, but they are currently sold out. But I do feel like this cover actually does match the story really well. So now I need to find a place for this on my bookshelf. Hi, Hugo. I need to figure out which books to take out, and then whatever books I end up taking out, I'll put them on the bookshelf upstairs. Probably this section, maybe, or this. Wait, could it fit here? Not quite. Okay, I'm thinking right here. I think I'm gonna take this one upstairs because I already have Queen of Shadows on my shelf. I don't think you can see it, but it's up there. So I'll take this one. And then Goblet of Fire because I already have it here and I already have it here. Let's see, what fit? Okay. I think I'm gonna put the bullet journal method upstairs. See if it fits. Nope. Okay. Let me rethink this. Maybe not here. Okay, I think I'm actually going to So here is where I ended up putting it, and I feel like my bookshelf is getting more and more fantasy. Because you can see, like, I've added Throne of Glass, more Cassandra Clare. What else have I added? That is, oh, ACOTAR. So in my previous vlog, I was reading a lot of fantasy, and I am still very much in my fantasy era, but I'm also kind of in my historical fiction era, and I just got a notification from the Libby app that I have the Divine Rivals audiobook, and I have heard so many good things about this, and not only is this fantasy, but it's also historical fiction. So I'm really excited about this. And another fantasy book that I really need to finish before the end of the month is City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, and I said on Bookstagram that this was going to be my Shadowhunter summer, but so far I have been stuck in the middle of this book, and I don't know, I loved the Infernal Devices trilogy, I loved the Last Hours trilogy, but I'm really struggling with this series. And I think the reason why is because of the Jace and Clary plot, and if you've read this series you know what I'm talking about, and it's really weird. And I didn't realize that that plot point would go on and on and on. So I'm really struggling with that. But if you've read this series, please let me know if it gets better.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
So I'm at my parents' house because I'm cat sitting, and I wanted to give you an update on Divine Rivals. So I listened to more of the audiobook on the way here, and I'm now 14% through. There are 2 audiobook narrators, and I feel like the narrator for the male character reminds me of Daniel Radcliffe, and I love that. This follows the story of Iris, and in this world there are multiple gods, and they are at war with each other, and Iris's older brother is on the front lines of this war, and Iris has been writing letters to her brother, and she's been sliding them under her wardrobe door where they magically disappear. And she thinks that these letters are going to her brother, but they're actually going to Roman. So Roman is her rival at work. They're both journalists. So they're basically like workplace enemies to lovers is what I'm gathering. So right now they're still very much enemies, but I'm excited to see the story unfold, but it's really good so far. I was really scared that I was going to be in a reading slump after Once Upon a Broken Heart and The Ballad of Never After, because I will admit when I first started Divine Rivals, I was like, oh no. I really miss Jax and like the world of Once Upon a Broken Heart, but once I got more into the audiobook, I was like, okay, I really like this, and yeah, I'm excited to keep going. But for now, I'm going to switch over to the physical copy of City of Ashes, and hopefully I'll make some progress on that.
And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes.
I'm holding this upside down and backwards. Okay, so I'm now a little bit further along in the story, and I know earlier I said that the Jace and Clary plot is really weird, and it is really weird, but it does feel really comforting to be back in the Shadowhunter world, and this is also very nostalgic for me because I did read the first book back in high school, so it does feel good to be finishing the series after all these years. Also, I love Magnus Bane. He is such an iconic character, and I love that he's just always there. Like, you could be reading the Infernal Devices series, which like took place in the Victorian time, and he's there. And then you could be reading this series, which is in the current time, and he's there. So he's just such a comfort character. So I drank some coffee, and I never drink coffee anymore because I hate the way caffeine makes me feel, but it's fine. I'm just gonna channel this caffeinated energy into productive energy, and I think I'm gonna listen to more of my audiobook. I forgot to bring my headphones. So, oh, but you can hear the narrator's voice, and I don't know, he just kind of sounds like Daniel Radcliffe.
Hold great influence over your readers. Quite an achievement for
Let me slow that down.
your age, which is... I'm 19, sir, Roman replied. He must have sounded too brisk because his father scowled. It's a pleasure to meet you both, but if you'll excuse me, there is an article I need to work.
And honestly, I'm just gonna picture Daniel Radcliffe as Roman. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. So if you want to hear my final thoughts on City of Ashes or Divine Rivals or any of the books I've read this month, then I will be doing a June wrap-up video. So I will see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.